Greetings and welcome. Today I will be covering and playing arcade with Commodore Tanjiro. This is a pretty basic character that doesn't have too much going on with, but a pretty easy to play with character, and I'm going to cover some of his aspects and what makes him special or interesting. So first off, the immediate recommendation that I'm going to give you and important information: he does not have low attacks whatsoever. So unfortunately, everything that has to do with obviously 50-50 goes out of the window. Now, when you're doing attacks, combos, he goes like this. If you do 3 times A, you can then follow up with pretty much anything. Maybe a follow-up launcher, B attack, special, whatever. But if you press 4 times, the 4th A just finishes the attack, and you never want this. Although the damage is alright, you never want this. You obviously want to extend it, so never do this. Then he has the B1. You can do it 4 times and then chain it to something else, or if you do it a 5th time, then it finishes the attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? So don't do it. So only 4 times. Same applies to 4 times with C, not a 5th time, because the 5th time looks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, my mistake. The C1, finish it off always on the 5th attack, because you can actually follow it up immediately with another special attack, such as this, for example, like this, as you can see. Super cool, super easy to play with, super useful. Now, the first immediate recommendation that I'm going to give you: as you can see, if I open the character's Hitboxes and Hitboxes, the red means that if the red touches the light bluish color of the enemy, that means the attack connects. As you can see, A, B, and C pretty much have the same size hitbox. The biggest hitbox is with down A. As you can see, it's very long. It covers a lot of distance. The problem is this is the 3rd attack of A, meaning that the moment you press A after this, it ends the combo. So basically, either you're close to the enemy and you're doing 3 times A and then continuing with B and then C, or if you're in distance, you don't risk the short distance and instead you go for the safer option, which covers a lot of distance but shorter combo, less damage. So this is important to remember. Now, personally, I'd recommend to always start your combo with down A. Super important. You can keep holding down A and press A twice. So basically like this. And then you can follow it up with air attacks. I will almost never use it. I don't think the damage is worth it. So it's honestly up to you. But if you do decide to take him into the air, you can do twice A while in the air, twice B, and then C. So it looks like this: A, B, B, C, C, right? Okay. You cannot follow it up with a air special, because Tanjiro does not have a air special. I also want to note that Tanjiro is a warrior class. That means that, or is it fighter? I forgot. Basically, it means that he can dodge stuff, as you can see. Right? Now, there was also a change in Academy characters. If you missed it, basically this time, if you just press Z, it dodges, but you can hold down Z, and that's how you parry. So in case you're confused as to where the parry went, it didn't went anywhere. It's just that now you need to hold down and press C in order to activate the parry. I personally dislike it. I think it was way better having just what's the word? Idle Z instead of down Z, but whatever. Something I need to get used to. Next, his specials. They're not special or unique besides his down backwards A, which is a counter. This is the only special that is, well, special or unique, because it's a counter. Everything else does not guard break, doesn't have too much damage, and I will tell you right now, the most useless special that he has is down forward C. It takes, if I'm not mistaken, 2000 power, which is the biggest amount of power that you can use for a special, and the damage is not that good in comparison to down backwards C, where you can follow it up with immediately down forward B. So there's two specials that you can chain, and these are the only specials that you can chain from my knowledge. So these are super important factors to have. Now the combo I am going to be using, and one that I recommend using, is always starting it off with down A and then 4 times B, 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 C, 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 immediate special, which, well, whatever special you desire. But if you want to have a long combo, the special that you're going to be using is down backwards C and then down forward B, and it should look like this. I made a mistake, my apologies. I'm also going to put the dummy on close distance, so I don't need to constantly make him come to me. Like this, nice. And wow, I'm doing a lot of mistakes, I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like this. I messed it up, but it should look something like this. And regarding activating his ultimate, you press A, B, and C at the same time. All of the buttons at the same time. There were a lot of adjustments that Incept made, and I'm really happy with them. Regarding to activate Origin, it takes way longer, it takes more stuff, but whatever. Anyways. So we're going to go into arcade and try fighting with Tanjiro. Now, the characters that you can see right now on my select screen are the ones that were officially released. I made a lot of people very confused with specific characters that I covered that were not released yet. Unfortunately, and that was a mistake on my part, I had a lot of characters that were not released yet, and I covered them without knowing that they weren't released yet. So in case with many of these characters you were confused as to how I got them or why did I have them, it was my mistake. I got early access to some of these characters and was not informed that they are early access. So that's the reason they are split like this. Now, we're going to fight against Shinazugawa Sanemi. Alright, let's see. So I love the stage, very beautiful. I don't remember by who. And apologies if I don't have descriptions as to by who this was made. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, right? I also want to use parry obviously a lot, because if you missed my video on parries, it's super important. They don't work so well against specials, which kind of makes sense, but they're super useful. As long as you can see, it immediately punishes the enemy for using attacks against me. So super important to use parries. My god. I'm gonna try and... yeah, that was on me. My mistake. I should actually try and... did I cancel? Yeah, I did. Use an ultimate before it runs out. Let's see if that was enough to beat him. I believe so. And that's a KO. Nice! Oh, also I forgot to mention, all of these specials of Tanjiro's, this is another reason why you don't really want to use any specials besides specific ones. The amount of distance that they cover is the same. They all have the same damage, which is, well, that's one hell of a coincidence, a mirror match. They all have 12% damage, except for down backwards C, which has a way more damage, which makes sense, because it uses more power. And this is the reason why I do not recommend using down forward C, as it uses 2000 power, although more than 12% power. It's not compared to down forward C. So super important to use the right specials. Again, I messed it up. I activated way too early, but surprisingly it's still connected, which is good for me. As you can see, it covers a lot of distance if I do the down A. Immediately cancelled him from that attack, which is good. I'm gonna charge a bit of power. We are both charging. Great. Okay, he somehow got me there. It's actually a bit confusing as to what direction I'm supposed to fight. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I'm gonna try and do an ultimate. Ooh, double ultimate, but mine was first, so I believe this is a win. Let's see on the damage, by the way, percentage. I'm really curious. It says 7%, but obviously that makes no sense. That was like 50%, if not more. Not sure why M.U.G.E.N did not see that, but whatever. Also, wow, this stage is so beautiful. This is actually my first time seeing it. In case anyone is asking why do I have a pause menu, this is because I'm playing on the M.U.G.E.N engine. Wow, fighting sense. Because his AI, his way... I keep messing it up. What the hell is wrong with me? If it was a real player, there is no chance in hell I would ever have a chance against him. As he's the most powerful character in all of Academy. As you can see, he has the most broken type of attacks. He's not balanced whatsoever. And what the hell is going on? Unfortunately, fighting against him is like... you have zero chance fighting against him. Regardless of how many parries you're gonna try against him as well. As you can see, like I'm trying to activate everything I've got, but nothing. Ooh! Yeah, that did not parry. No! And his damage is insane as well. Such a powerful character. Extremely difficult to fight against. I'm gonna try and obviously continue. I'm still going with Tanjiro. I'm gonna try a rematch. But yeah, there's a chance I have no chance against him. His distance attacks have way too small frames. He covers like maximum distance. The damage is like a normal character's damage. Nothing makes sense with him. I can't move. I almost can't move. It's unfortunate that Incept still did not nerf Sans to oblivion because this character needs the biggest what the hell? I can't even touch him. He needs to nerf him into oblivion because this character, besides what's her name from the Naruto franchise? Well, I actually forgot her name. Besides her, Sans is literally the strongest character. Look at this! I can't even punish him. It's I can't touch him. It's so broken. Okay, I'm gonna F1 him. For those who don't know, F1 is basically like a win. Not for everyone it's going to work because you need debug to be active. It's something in the settings. Maybe in the future I'll make a video on how to do it, but I am not playing that. That is, I'm sorry, Sans is way too broken. No reason to fight against him. I'm going to fight against Caster, the ace. So let's see, I'm gonna start with charging my power. Immediately start off with a long distance, A. I think that was a really good parry on his part. Into a this is how the combo should look like. This was way better on my part. This is very nice. Invisible frames, I guess. Punish. Into a special. Looks beautiful. Ooh, another punish. Ooh, alright. Got mistakes with the buttons. Okay, I have a high chance on avoiding his attack and then punishing him. Special, let's see if it works. Into another special. I know I have an ultimate, but this should be enough. And it is. Great. Also, regarding Sans, if you want more information, I actually made a video on him already. On Kaguya. Now I remember. The Naruto character. Kaguya, her name is. If you're interested in the most overpowered characters for the Academy, probably some for M.U.G.E.N itself, I have that video on my channel, so feel free to check it out. Ooh, this special I really like, which is down backwards C. Just visually how it looks like. Immediate punish. Ah, I missed it. I made it. I pressed it way too late. This is interesting, because down A doesn't necessarily always promises you that B is going to connect. But that's fine, I feel like it balances it off. Into a special? Into another special. Which is down, forwards, B. I absolutely love this. It looks beautiful and everything about it is just so cool. Ooh, he cancelled his origin. So something interesting about origin, you obviously origin is activated and the special thing about the class is activated. And you can immediately deactivate it by using the ultimate, so that's why it's recommended to use origin as long as possible, and then when it's near the end, only then to use the ultimate, activate. What's interesting is that you can actually also cancel a combo, but as a result you completely cancel the origin. So there's a question of, like, let's say you're super annoyed by the combo. Yeah, you can cancel it, but you also cancel your origin, so is it worth it? I will get damaged for sure, but is it worth it? So there's a huge mind game going on there when you're playing, and I really love it. I love mind games and fighting games. Like, that's what fighting games are all about, right? Okay, I'm starting to get a bit better with the combo, which is great. Kazuki Muto seems to... Okay, my origin is activated. I can actually do this special. Yes. Into an ultimate if I activate it at the right time, and it seems like I did. It says that the damage... What? 48%. Well, that I believe more. Yeah, this is an easy win. Kazuki didn't introduce too much of a challenge for me this time. Ooh, nice! And I won the arcade. Well, Tanjiro is a fun character. He's simple to play with. He's a pretty basic character. I didn't use his counter, I've just noticed, which is interesting, but regardless, he is an interesting character, and if you want, you can try him out. He is a casual, friendly character, definitely one you can try. Has a counter, has very simple and easy specials that you can connect, and overall, a fun character. So, hopefully you enjoyed this arcade run, and I wish upon every single one of you to have a wonderful